Melissa's POV, I woke up abruptly at the sound of angry voices from behind my door. For a while, I tried to figure out where the noise was coming from. When it dawned on me, Alpha Luther and his mate Luna Dahlia, the exchange of words wasn't a new thing to me. It was like a routine to me. Sometimes, I'd prefer they argue. That way I'm certain that none had slitted the other's throat. My eyelids still felt heavy with sleep, but with the angry voices that flooded through the thick walls, made the atmosphere tight with tension. I reached for my royal blue silky nightgown at the other side of the bed and slipped into it. My heart tightened and my hands went cold. What could be the problem this time? I sucked in a breath and quietly got out of the bed, careful enough not to make the least sound. Maybe it was fear of being tortured by Luna Dahlia. Her hatred towards me was understandable. After her mate Alpha Luther had taken me as his surrogate, she had been on the edge. I tiptoed towards the entrance and pressed my ears against the door. Luna Dahlia's voice was so loud I didn't have to strain my ears to hear their conversation. "Luther," she drawled, anger etched in her voice. "You're not the man I was mated to. The man who could go over and beyond for me," she yelled. I waited for a response from Alpha Luther, but all I got was silence. I recoiled and whined as I felt a sharp pain from the bulge in my stomach kick. "Arg!" I groaned and put my hands over my mouth to quiet my voice. I'd be damned if either of them walked in on me, eavesdropping on their conversations no matter how unconventional. I was distracted from the momentary pain by Luna's voice. "Since that weaseled wimp came into our lives, you became different." Her voice was now shaky but angry. "You don't even pay attention to me anymore. Luther," her voice faltered. I turned the key quietly and stepped out of my room. Alpha Luther sighed loudly, and it resonated through my being. "I don't know what you're talking about, Dahlia," he said calmly. Dahlia scoffed. "How noble of you to deny not having an idea of what I'm talking about." I heard approaching footsteps and tiptoed on the smooth marble floor till I was a foot away from my chambers. The only safe place I had to take everything in. The pain of being sidelined by a couple who cares nothing about me and a Luna who thinks I'm on the verge of displacing her and taking over her position as a Luna. "Dahlia." Alpha Luther's exotic vile voice began softly. "You know what's at stake." Luna cuts him off before he could finish his statement. "I know nothing," she grunted. "Heck, I used to think I know why that wimp." My chest tightened at her words. I gripped the door handle tightly so I'd not lose my balance. "I won't have you insult the mother of my unborn pup." "Aha, taking side with that disheveled bitch. I see. How thoughtful of you, Alpha," she mocked, her words dripping with venom. No response. More silence. My eyes brightened with the tears that threatened to fall. One more vile word from Luna Dahlia and I would lose all sense of control. "Dahlia, I love you from the very second of our mate bond till this time." Melissa," he stopped abruptly. The sound of Luna Dahlia's scornful laughter filled the air. "Go on, you wanted to say something, or you suddenly can't speak," she questioned with so much defiance I could feel the scorn of her fury 10 miles away. "Luther," Dahlia's voice softened. "Just one question," she said. "Go on, ask anything, my love." There was a long pause before she spoke. "Do you even love me anymore?" she questioned in a stifled voice, her pain palpable to even the flowers that grew on the porch. She continued, "Ever since she came into our lives, I can't recognize you anymore. You're not the same person I was." "I am, Dahlia, I am." "Don't," she yelled. "Don't even think of patronizing me. What exactly are you scared of?" "You're the Alpha, come out clean, denounce me as your mate." I closed the door and used my hand as a wedge. Typical Luna Diane would go on and never be tired. Reason, she loathed me with every atom of her being. "The way you look at her, I would lay down my life that you could still fuck her with her bulging stomach. Each time she walks into the throne room, you ogle her up," she hissed. "I won't denounce you as my mate," Alpha Lucas said, ignoring her last statement. Luna Dahlia laughed hysterically. "Of course you'd not." "Don't, Dahlia, don't." I closed my eyes and covered my ears with my hands as my eyes gave way to tears. I slouched to the ground and covered my mouth to block out the sound. How did I ever get here? My life wasn't the best. I had things difficult, or so I thought, till Alpha Luther chose me to be his surrogate. I had no choice in it. He was Alpha, and as such, his words are decrees. Nobody goes against Alpha Luther's decrees. I looked down on my bulging tummy and was engulfed with warmth. I forced a pained smile across my lips as I gently rubbed my stomach. This was all that belonged to me, my child. I wiped my eyes with the back of my hands. The more I wanted to be strong for my young budding pup, the more my body shook with different emotions. Trepidation and hate. trepidation because I didn't know what the goddess had in store for me. It was safe to say I was cursed, being saddled with the responsibility of carrying a child for an alpha as ruthless as Luther. I was worried for the safety of my unborn child. Luna Dahlia would stop at nothing to get rid of me and my unborn pup.